Nagkakaroon Captain, ano? Meron po tayong pang New Year. Ito yung interview po kay Mr. Bobby Fischer. Ito ron po, may saka nagiting ron, manadaya matataw iti lubong, babae na po kini Bombo Pablo Mercado. Bombo Pablo, please come in.
Hey, Bombo Melchor, good evening. We have on our line with us right now World Chess Champion Bobby Fischer. It's been a long time since last we talked with Bobby. We'll get to know how he is right now. Bobby, how are you? It's the New Year's Eve.
Yeah, New Year's Eve 2004. Yeah.
That's right.
I'm okay, Pablo. Yeah.
Where are you now?
I'm still in prison here in Japan. Yeah, going on 6 months soon.
There were no developments on your case so far?
Well, I'll tell you the development in a minute, but you remember, I was just checking in the records. The last time we talked was October 2nd, right?
That's right.
And I think, I don't know, was I already telling you about the nuclear power plant?
Yes. You're near a nuclear power plant in Japan, as you said last time.
Did I mention that to you? I think I did.
You did.
Yeah, and I told you it was leaking, right?
That's right.
On October 14th, they had another accident there. Yes, which released a lot of what they claim is only low-level radioactivity, but who the hell knows, you know?
Yes.
I have the article in the paper. It's on the internet, on my internet site there that I keep giving, you know?
That's right.
Can I give that again?
Sure, go ahead.
http://home.att.jp/moon/Fischer/. Fischer is spelled Fischer.
Okay.
Yeah, so it had another accident there on October 14th, and it's on the internet, and it's from a Japanese paper, but it's got the translation there.
Okay.
And this is really despicable. You know, this can give you cancer later on. You feel nothing at the time, but later on it kills you. You know.
Yes, that's right.
You know, that's the terrible thing about nuclear power. You can't smell it, you can't taste it, you may not even be able to feel it when you get the dose. But later on, it inexorably kills you. And it kills you in a very horrible, painful way.
Bobby, did you make sure that you were against being placed in an area which is near that leaking nuclear power plant before they put you there?
No, I had no choice. They don't ask you where you want to go.
But you did protest.
I have protested, and I've asked to be transferred to another immigration detention center. I asked myself personally. I made an application. They said no. Then I had my lawyer ask, and that's all on the internet. She asked personally too, and they have not answered. I've been trying to get out of here. I'm willing to go anywhere in Japan just to get away from this leaking nuclear power plant. This can take 10, 20 years off your life.
That's right.
It's absolutely vicious and unforgivable, especially since these charges are trumped up. But even if the charges were real, they have no right to bring me near a nuclear power plant, you know?
That's right.
It's absolutely vicious and unforgivable, you know?
Yes, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's talk about your case with the United States.
Yeah. I want to mention one other thing, Pablo. I just found this out the last couple of days. I've been checking around, asking the other prisoners, and now I asked several of the guards here. You know what?
What?
I'm the oldest prisoner here. There's about 500 prisoners here.
Really?
Yes. This is the East Japan Immigration Detention Center in Ushiko, Japan. There's about 500 prisoners here, men and women, and I am the very oldest. There are 4 people here who are over 60. 2 of them are 60. 2 of them are 61. I'm one of the ones who are 61, but I'm the oldest of the 61. I'm a few months older than the next oldest person. I am the oldest person here. The press doesn't talk about that at all. Now, you just imagine if I were a pet or an icon of the Jew world press, right?
Okay.
You think they wouldn't be talking about the fact that I'm the oldest person here?
I guess so.
Right? It would be front page news, right?
That's right.
But because I'm not in with the Jews, I'm not in with the U.S., they're ignoring that, you know?
Yes. So now, whatever happened to that case? I thought they're going to bring you back to the States.
Well, okay. They arrested me, the Japanese. They arrested me on trumped-up charges.
Okay.
They claimed that I had entered... They arrested me on July 13th of this year,
That's
2004.
right. That's right.
And they claimed, it's all on the Internet if you go there, the documents. They claimed that I entered the country illegally on April 15th of 2004.
That's right.
Which is absolute baloney. Because they said my passport had been revoked by the U.S. government on November 21st of last year. See, I mean, this is what the U.S. said.
Yes.
They didn't say that in the document where they accused me of entering the country illegally, right?
Right.
But the U.S. is claiming I entered illegally. They revoked my passport November 21st of 2003. So then the Japanese were told this in a letter by Mr. McKeown, I think it was on June 8th of 2003. Which I was not told about any of this until I was arrested on July 13th of 2003. I don't know. Excuse me. The Japanese were told this on a letter by Mr. McKeown of the U.S. Embassy on June 8th of 2004. But I was not told about this, you see, until I was arrested on July 13th, right?
Right.
That my passport had been revoked. Now, the point is, it's totally trumped up because in November 21st of 2003, where was I? I was in Switzerland, right?
That's right.
And I had just gotten 24 additional pages from my passport on November 6th at the U.S. Swiss Embassy, right?
Yes.
I mean, rather, at the U.S. Embassy in Switzerland.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So they knew I was in Switzerland, right? They did not notify the Swiss authorities. Then I went to Japan, and I left Japan again. They did not notify the Japanese authorities. I went to Hong Kong. They didn't notify the Hong Kong authorities. I came back. They didn't notify the Japanese authorities. Suddenly, when I'm leaving on July 13, 2004, I was arrested, and I'm told that my passport had been revoked on November 21st of 2003.
Been a long time.
The press, before all this happened, they hadn't notified the Swiss. They hadn't notified the U.S. Hadn't notified the Swiss. They hadn't notified the Japanese. They hadn't notified Hong Kong. They hadn't notified the press. They hadn't notified me. They hadn't notified anybody.
That's right.
This is like a secret revocation, but I'm supposed to be responsible for knowing something that nobody knew, right? It's totally absurd and totally illegal and totally ridiculous.
All right. So
now you're an enemy. This Bush, he's very inconsistent in his policies. He's a liar. He's a crook. But one thing he's very consistent about. He wants to kill or imprison all of his enemies.
And that includes you.
Yes, that includes me. Yeah, absolutely. That he's very consistent on.
Yes.
And the U.S. is very consistent on. Yeah.
So you're still being held in the prison in Japan without any... Yes. No development on the case? No.
There is a hopeful development, Pablo.
What's that? Yes, what's that?
Iceland has accepted me to have a residency, a permit there, to come there, to stay in Iceland. They won't let me enter.
In Iceland?
Yes, even though I don't have a passport anymore, because remember, after I was arrested July 13th, 2004, within 24 hours, the U.S. government and the Japanese authorities had destroyed my passport, physically destroyed my passport. Physically destroyed my passport. Unheard of, you know?
Yes.
Punched holes through it and stamped canceled one time on every page. And on the picture page, you know, where you have your picture on the passport?
Yes.
They stamped cancel 3 times, you know?
Wow.
So nobody can make any mistake and think it's a good passport anymore, you know?
That's right. So you're going to take up on that offer by Iceland?
Yes, I told them I accept, and I told my lawyer I accept, and I want to go there. Yeah, but first we have my deportation order, which the Japanese Minister of Justice signed a few months ago, is to deport me to the U.S.
That's right.
But then we went to court and we blocked it. Right.
Right.
So now it's tied up in the courts. So what I want to do is to have the Japanese Ministry of Justice change my deportation order to Iceland instead of the U.S.
Okay.
And then we go to court and tell the courts, okay, we drop our lawsuit against being deported, and they can deport me to Iceland.
Iceland, yes.
Or even better, they have something called autonomous departure. That's where you just agree to leave the country to a certain country without being deported. Because when you're deported, Pablo, there's a penalty. You cannot come back to Japan for, I think, at least 5 years.
Oh.
Yeah. If they deport me to Iceland, I won't be able to come back to Japan for at least 5 years.
So is it possible then? Is that possible? I mean, ask them that you go autonomously?
Yeah, I have asked. I said I prefer to go autonomously. I want to go to Iceland autonomously, what they call an autonomous departure.
So has there been any reply from the Japanese government?
Yes, they say they're studying it and they'll let us know next year. I mean, after the holidays. You know,
that's good.
I think. Huh?
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Yes. So I'm very hopeful to get out of here soon. This whole thing is an absolute outrage, you know.
Yes, of course. I can understand that. Well, Bobby, I hope they give you that permission next month. Tomorrow's next month already.
Well, I think they know everything is closed here until the 4th.
Oh, I see.
Everything is reopens. The government offices reopen on the 4th of January.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can only have a few more minutes with you, Bobby. We are on special coverage right now.
I'm going to say I'm very sorry about Mr. Poe's passing away.
Oh yes.
He was a very nice man.
Yeah.
Very good. I saw a movie. I think he played like he was the mayor of what was it, Davao or some city?
Oh yes. Yes.
And then they were trying to kill him. Remember?
Yes, I know that. Yes.
That was a good movie. You know. He was a great actor, and I think he was a very nice man.
He is actually. And
everybody was sorry this happened.
So what? Maybe I can ask for another question. What can you say about that disaster, the tsunami?
Oh yeah, this is really unbelievable. The tragedy is that the people were not warned. No, if the people were warned, I think nobody would have died. No.
Yeah.
Because they had a couple of hours. No.
Yeah, that's right.
It's really
bad.
That might not have happened to me so easily because I'm always tuned into my radio.
Yeah, that's right. One more other thing.
You know that, right? You remember that? I always listen to the radio.
I know. Yeah. When you were here, you keep on listening to radio in Baguio. Although
I was listening to Bumbo Radio a lot and other stations too. You know. I'm always glued to my. Usually glued to my radio.
Okay. One last question, Bobby. Tomorrow's the New Year. What's your wish?
Well, you mean for me or for the world or what?
Well, whatever. For you?
Let's hope for peace in the new year. Let's hope the U.S. and the Jews will change their ways. Israel, they will become reasonable. Let's hope that the Palestine problem will be cleared up, that all the Jews will leave Palestine, leave the Holy Land. They're welcome in Russia, in the U.S. The world is the Jews' oyster. They don't need to stay there in Palestine. They're there. They don't belong there. It's not their land. Let's hope they leave. Let's hope the U.S. completely withdraws all of their troops from Iraq and from all of their other bases all over the world. Let's hope all the U.S. So-called advisors in the U.S. military advisors in the Philippines leave, right? Let's hope they close down the U.S. closes down all their bases here in Japan, and they closed down their base in Keflavik, Iceland, and they behave like a civilized country. And let's hope the U.S. starts to pay reparations to the black people that they brought over as slaves, and to the American Indians, that they make preparations to give back what they call the United States to the American Indians. Let's hope for a world of peace and justice.
Yes.
And let's hope for real nuclear disarmament. The U.S. is saying Iran has no right to make an atom bomb because they signed the Non-Proliferation Treaty. Yeah, but wait a second. The Non-Proliferation Treaty says the great powers are supposed to give up their nuclear weapons too and destroy them. Let's not forget that, right?
That's right.
It's very dangerous in general to make any agreement with the U.S. because if you don't keep your part, they're going to go after you, right?
That's right.
But if they don't keep their part, so what, right? They just laugh at you, right?
Right.
Who are you to tell the U.S. what to do? And in general, don't make any agreements with the U.S. Don't make any agreements with Jews. It's the same with my book contracts with Simon & Schuster and all my contracts. If they don't have to keep their part of it, but you have to keep yours, you see?
Yes.
It's a bad deal to make contracts with the Jews and the U.S. But anyway, I'm hoping for the Jews to turn over a new leaf and to wake up. Smell the coffee or whatever they say, right?
That's right.
They've got to be reasonable, if only to save themselves. The world is in a terrible situation with all these nuclear power plants, nuclear bombs, pollution, wars, landmines everywhere.
Yeah. All right.
So now I'm hoping that the Jews and the U.S. will turn over a new leaf and set a good example. I think the U.S. should set a good example by destroying all their nuclear weapons.
All right.
Very serious about that right now.
Okay.
Unilaterally.
Okay. Bobby, despite the limitations, I wish you have a good year ahead of you. Happy New Year to you.
Oh, okay. Same to you, Pablo.
Yes.
And nice to talk to you again.
Nice to talk to you. Until next time.
Okay, till next year, huh?
Yes. Tomorrow's next year. Bye-bye.
Give the day. This is New Year. This is New Year's Eve, 2004. And in just a few hours, it's 2005. Yeah. Okay. Good night, Pop.
Good night. And God bless you. Bye.
Well, welcome. Bye. Well, welcome. Bye.